Okay, welcome to Regent Street. This is the beginning of Regent Street. It intersects Charles Street and the road next to it is Waterloo Place. And coming up here is the Britain and London Visitor Centre, which is at the British Columbia House. And you can go in here if you get lost as a tourist, etc. Just like these guys here. Hi, you lost?
No, we know our way around.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, right.
Who needs an A to Z? Okay, so that's the beginning. It runs all the way up to All Souls Church, or the British Broadcasting House, right at the other end of Regent Street. Now everyone thinks that this street is just that famous shopping bit, but actually it starts all the way down here in this relatively bleak and quiet, traffic-laden road. And there's some very kind of bland office buildings around here, and other odd sorts of buildings. Stationaire, there's Tesco's coming up, a small cinema, the new Japan Centre. They've relocated from Piccadilly Circus down to here. Costa Coffee. The original tour London sightseeing bus comes down here, and we're just walking up to Piccadilly. Oh dear, somebody's dropping litter out the bus. Little cup there, trying to splash it on my head, I think. This street was completed in 1825 and was an early example of town planning in England, cutting through the 17th and 18th century street pattern through which it passes. It runs from the Regent's residence at Carlton House in St James's at the southern end, through Piccadilly Circus and Oxford Circus, all the way through to All Souls Church. Every building in Regent Street is actually protected as a listed building, at least at grade 2 status. And together they form the Regent Street Conservation Area. This street is one of the locations on the standard UK version of the Monopoly board. Eat and Itsu across the road, and Nora, the Lebanese restaurant. Lily White's a world famous sports store which is now owned by Sports Direct and is just like any other Sports Direct. Cutthroat, cheap sports stuff direct to you in a multi-level building. Pizza Hut on the left. The new Crown Estate. This used to be a famous building and now it's being redeveloped. Crown Estate. Pizza Hut near the corner, followed by Clydesdale Bank House with some free cash machines just on this corner. Now it's a strange road because this road here intersecting is Piccadilly Circus. There's your free cash machines right next to Clydesdale Bank. Evening Standard is now free in London. It is now free. Please take one. Okay. What's the date on this? Let's have a look. The date today is the 1st of March. Oh, can't even see that. Okay, so I'll try not to get run over here because buses do turn left here. Lots of building work here at the moment. I'll just cross quickly like these people, crossing across Piccadilly and heading straight onto the main portion of what people know and love as Regent Street. Whew. It's a chilly day but sunny at least, and it's not raining for once. Lots and lots of people. It's currently about 5 o'clock in the evening, so people are just finishing work, and the roads and the pavements are congested. A new shopping brand is coming to the street soon on the corner of Piccadilly Circus. I don't know what brand this thing is, but we'll soon find out, I'm sure. And here we are on the main stretch of Regent Street. Lots of the buildings along here are the flagship buildings for all of these companies, if they don't already have a store somewhere like Oxford Street. Air Street intersects just there, and across the other side too. Some famous nightclubs along here. Most of the famous nightclubs are around here actually, like 10 Rooms and all those ones where the models go to. Their names are escaping me right now. Paris Mickey Opticians, Royal China Shop, Starbucks across the road through the bus, Highlands Shop, buy some barber goods, Man in Moon Passage, lovely. We always need a Man in Moon Passage. Quadrant Arcade across the road there, which cuts through to another part of Soho. And we're coming out of the stretch of Soho now. Interestingly, this road splits West London to East London from the central part of London. So everything east of here is like Soho, and the west is like Bond Street. Traditionally the west side was the expensive side and the east side was the cheaper side, but things have changed somewhat. Behind there as well, on the east side, behind Aquascutum, is the beginning of the Carnaby Street area, and that goes on for 3 or 4 roads behind there. A lot of the entrances for these shops that you see on the east side of the road also have entrances on the Carnaby Street area. London Textile Company, Clark's, Austin Reed. This is Austin Reed's flagship store. Traditional red letterbox, but these days with franked mail instead of first and second mail. Mango and Zara on the other side, if you need a Spanish influence. Whew, it's getting quite cold out here. My hands are kind of dropping off. Nando's on the intersection on Glasshouse Street. Glasshouse Street is also home to some more famous nightclubs. Vigo Street, which leads on to Savile Row. Savile Row is parallel to this west side of the road. And coming up to Habitat, one of the only Habitat stores in London. Toy Watch. You might have seen that around on some famous people's wrists lately. Let's have a look at some toy watches. Certainly not at toy prices. 115 quid for the cheapest one I can see there. The Body Shop across the road, Folly, sorry. Russell and Bromley, TM Lewin, Penhaligon's. There's Habitat through there. It's quite a big store. Lots of buses coming up here. Not much other traffic coming through here though. Mappin and Webb, Tommy Hilfiger, Timberland, and another building. Zara Home on our left hand side there is just Zara stuff, but homeware, like bath, bedroom stuff, you know, that shindig. HSBC, Swarovski. Liberties used to be along here many years ago, but now is just along the Carnaby Street area. Godiva, the chocolatier, owned by Campbell Soup. Oxford's Hackett, the food quarter. I don't know that one. Hackett from Regent Street. Timberland, not the musician and producer, but the outdoor clothing company. Brooks Brothers, that's the one over there. Brooks Brothers. Some fine suits and shirts for the man and the lady. Hedon Street. Straight through there, not much going on in that neck of the woods. Locatain, en Provence, Crabtree and Evelyn. Frey Will, or Frey Willy, Frayed Willy. Some nice looking silks in there. Duchamp, Massimo Dutti across the road before we lose sight of where we're walking. Burberry. Let's check out the check. Yeah, check bags going on there. Anthropology across the road. Yes. Calvin Klein jeans. Reese, the German clothier. Levi store, which looks closed. Esprit, which is next to that. And the world famous Hamleys Toy, all in red with the canopies. Hamleys is originally located in Holborn and used to be called Noah's Ark. The store's been at the present address since 1906, and until the 1990s it was the world's largest toy store, but now they've renamed themselves as the finest toy store in the world. Okay, we've got Give, the Change Group, Tim Lewin again. They got quite a bit of money knocking about. They've got quite a few stores along here. Hawes and Curtis, Viella, Bose, Gant, and another store coming up. Jaeger across the road with Kurt Geiger, right next to Hamleys, left of the red canopies. New Burlington Place, just on the left here, another small passageway with an interesting piece of artwork. Okay, and coming up to Clark's shoe store and Camper on the left. A sign for Carnaby Street over there, right of the bus and left of the taxi. It's gone out of shot now. Ferrari store on the left for all your Ferrari fetishes. Look at that. The nose of Ferrari. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Churches, finest shoe shop in England, so they say. I wouldn't buy any of their shoes. Not saying that they're bad, I'm just saying they're not great. Looks aren't everything. Conduit Street, cuts left into yet another Starbucks coffee, but not in green. And runs all the way down to intersect Bond Street. Some new stores here on the street. Desigual, which is just there. I think that used to be the Dickens and Jones shop. Gap, which is over there. And Kipling, the fine luggage bag shop thing. Camper, very red in there. Hoss, Entropia, looks quite cool. Barker and Hobbs and Furler, all along here. Banana Republic, it's on the corner next to H&M. They're new. runs into Great Marlborough Street there on the intersection, and yet again through to the Carnaby Street stores. There's a golf sale going on left on Maddox Street, down there somewhere. Donald & Aitchison, the opticians, next to Cafe Nero, one of the better places to get coffee in London. Quicksilver and Lacoste coming up in the distance there. And you can now see the Apple flag for the Apple Computer Company, which is their flagship store in all of England and Europe, I think. Armani Exchange on the right hand side over there. Just try not to get run over. I got you on camera if you run me over. Okay, so they have these maps around London, around this area here, and to give you an idea of how long it takes to walk around this area. Oh, I'll give you the list there. There you go. Hope that helps somebody. You probably have to view that if you're watching this on 1080p. Lacoste, the original tennis brand, along with Fred Perry. Yet they haven't completely lost root of their tennis culture, but it's not their premium branding thing anymore. This the Mac shop, which is very glass designed, and people go nuts in this store. They properly love this store. They hold tutorials and lessons in there, and they sell pretty much everything to do with Mac. Try and ruin my video. Ted Baker, Accessorize, Mamas and Papas, 2, Coast, and I can't remember what's on the corner. Caramillon on the left hand side here. FC UK, which is French Connection. And we're coming up to the new zigzag Japanese style cross section on Oxford Circus, because we're not finished with Regent Street just yet. We still need to cross the road, and there are just so many people here. But with this new crossing, it's supposed to just before I go there, Tesni's, that's the shop I couldn't remember the name of, on that corner, and United Colours of Benetton on this corner, with yet more free Evening Standard papers just displayed just here for everyone to pick up. So I'm going to go across this new Japanese style crossing, which takes a while to let everyone go, the pedestrians that is, and there are no barriers here anymore. There used to be a barrier running along this section here all the way around so that people couldn't walk around, but now you can just stand here on the diagonal section and just walk straight across to the other side, and you can still walk across straight across the road and straight across the road going that way too, but now you can also walk diagonally across the road. But as you can see, there's lots of traffic, and this road doesn't always work. There are no yellow lines on the cross section, and sometimes cars kind of stand still in the middle. Okay, still waiting. There's Nike Town over there with H&M on that other corner. Oh, it's green, it's green. Guy running across, he's so excited, look at that. He wants to go to Nike store, he wants to buy some Nike apparel. Oh no, he doesn't. He wants to get a shoe that fits, but not from there. I'm just in the circle here. I better get off before I get run over. Garfunkel's. I used to like that place until I learned how to eat food. Now you can see the All Souls Church there with the spire and the clocks. Cafe Nero on the left hand side, Levi's store next to Garfunkel's, Nike, and more pavement works. Uh-oh, this is congested. Please let me go. Watch where you're going. Watch where you are going. Oh dear, it's one-way traffic going the wrong way. If somebody knocks me over, they're on camera. Have you thought that? Have you? Have you? Yeah, that's right, you're on camera. Okay, so we're now at Great Castle Street with Oasis on the corner. Some restaurants and bars around here. Lots of trendy places to go. Paul, the French baguette and pastries place. Cafe Nero, Leon. And what's around there? Timpson, Joe and the Juice, all bar one. Who's this? A friend of the earth. Hello. We all need friends of the earth. La Tasca, coming up there, all bar one across the road. We're coming up right to the end of Regent Street now at last. It's been a long walk. We've passed the 20-minute mark a while back. So thanks for sticking around to watch this video. BBC Broadcasting House is the one with the little aerial thing on the left, that white thing, where they broadcast things like Radio 1 and 2, I guess. Pharmacy, Boots, quite a few of those around, all over England. Book warehouse across the road. Not many people go up this way, more offices and that kind of malarkey up this way. McDonald's, first one we've seen on Regent Street. Make Mine Delicious, that's a new store, I've not seen that one before. A Joe Bloggs newsagent with no name, but your Oyster card is available here. Some nice funky offices in there. Across the road we've got University of Westminster. Looks like they've got some big building work going on up there. Itsu, and the bus covering up the place in between Itsu and Eats. This is that Make Mine deli place. Morley House, which is all covered up. Melt Sandwich Bar. I don't know if that's there or if it's boarded up. It looks like it's boarded up. This looks like a nice place. It's just all boarded. Aha, there we go. Lebanese. How clever. It's like Lebanese, but eat. The Langham, just on the corner there. Looks like a restaurant. Or is it a bar? Or is it an office? Who knows? You tell me. Starbucks coffee in a bronze statue medal thing and a proper green flag post Starbucks thing. Oza restaurant and bar. That's quite a nice little restaurant where you can get your hummus fix, and just past that is Pizza Express. So you've got a really good view now of the BBC Broadcasting House, just there on the end. Just walk across on a red light, because this is what Londoners do. They risk their lives every day just to work in London. And there we have it, the All Souls Church. And that is pretty much the end of Regent Street. We're now into Langham Place. Haha. Well, it's been a journey, guys, with St George's Hotel right at the end there, and BBC Henry Wood House just on the corner there. Let's have a look at this plaque and then let's say goodbye. Well, this was Kwai Chi, things to do in London on Regent Street. Until next time, take care.